It is my pleasure and privilege to announce the UCSF Alumni Early Career Award, Dr. Marielle Reataza. It is clear to me that Dr. Reataza deserves this award for all the incredible things that she's done in such a short amount of time. It's very easy to get lost in policy and think about how we can move the needle. We're very lucky that we have Dr. Reataza at this place trying to ensure that we weave together law, policy, and healthcare, ensure that every change is both meaningful to the individual person and also is sustainable and will actually make a huge change throughout California. Somehow, through her sheer will, her persistence, as well as her ability to read the room and read various individuals, she was able to create deep connections with West Hollywood residents, business owners, city council members, and try to ensure that the city of West Hollywood passed a smoke-free multi-unit ordinance that would ensure that there's less lung cancer in the city of West Hollywood, and yet be true to the understanding that housing is a scarce resource and that, in fact, LGBT people are the ones who are most impacted by secondhand smoke. I just want to share how very lucky we are to have Marielle as a part of our community of Asian American leaders. There are so many folks out there who've been doing this work for many decades. We are lucky to have her join us, and hopefully we'll be doing this work for many decades to come, bringing her authenticity and her full self to this kind of very difficult yet very rewarding work.
I went into medicine thinking that it was a way that I can really reach down to what I felt was helping people with their very fundamental basic needs. The way that the healthcare system was set up is not really meant to help people the way that I thought they needed, and that felt like a huge disconnect to me. I am from the Philippines. I am an immigrant, and actually I was undocumented out of college. I didn't go into healthcare right away. Actually, I went into teaching. I was recruited by Teach for America, and I started teaching high school in LA. I realized then that there was something akin to what my students were experiencing, and it was close to what I had experienced, this misalignment of what I thought I could do, what I thought my students could do, and what was out there for me as far as like services, as far as things that I just didn't know how to do. I was starting kindergarten. I was teased a lot about my accent. I felt the shame. I don't feel comfortable speaking out because I know that I'm gonna be made fun of. And because there's that fear and that shame, there's a greater desire to not put yourself out at all. And that's happened for me and my family, as well as many other people who I've spoken with. That experience for me illustrates barriers to care. I spent some time near Little Saigon, where a lot of the communities I grew up with were immigrants or were refugees. And so I saw a lot of these things that I knew were part of people's everyday lives, whether it came to mental health, dealing with trauma, and using substances to really get through it or just, live a regular life. But I saw that wasn't reflected in what I was learning. So UCSF has this long-standing history of excellence when it comes to healthcare delivery, management, and research. And for me, it just seemed like a natural program to look into. I saw that this UCSF program with UC Hastings and Health Policy and Law was the only program of its kind. It was what I was looking for. I wanted to understand health policy and law. It opened my eyes as far as how I could use my lived experience to advocate for the communities that I was raised in. And so, I take my experiences and what I know and what I see about the system, and we try to break it down. Okay, what are the things that we're experiencing in the communities as far as needs go and gaps? And we speak with communities directly, and we take those and we compile them into reports, and then we bring them to policymakers. At UCSF, the networking and my studies that I was able to pursue there helped me break out of what I was able to do as an MD. Eventually, if you keep open and you're inquisitive about other people, you start to build community. It's so hard to do everything alone, and you don't have to do anything alone. If you can find the right people, you can get a lot accomplished. And I think that that's probably the most important thing to remember.